Bro, how many Black Santas have been in the Kardashian house, like, each year? I've never had a Black Santa, but it sounds like a good time. But also, can you imagine Lamar Odom as Santa Claus? If you don't know who Lamar Odom is, he's the huge black basketball player that Khloe Kardashian used to...
There is a specific kind of comedian who does not just tell jokes. They do not set up punchlines or wait for polite laughter. They walk into a room, lock eyes with the most famous person in it, and do not stop talking until that person's composure is in pieces on the floor. Matt Rife is that comedian. He has made viral stars forget their own names. He has turned veteran talk show hosts into nervous wrecks. He has flirted with women so aggressively that they have literally described themselves as melting. And he has done it all with a grin that somehow makes people thank him for the destruction. From the moment he stepped onto the Wild 'N Out stage as a teenager to the sold-out arenas he commands today, Rife has built his entire career around one skill no one else in comedy can match: the ability to break anyone, anywhere, at any time. These are the moments that prove it. Segment 1. The Zendaya moment that started it all. The year is 2015. Matt Rife is 19 years old, one of the youngest cast members in Wild 'N Out history. The guest star is Zendaya, 18 at the time, already one of the most recognized faces in entertainment. The segment is Talking Spit, and the entire point is to make the other person lose their composure. Rife does not ease into it. He walks up to Zendaya, delivers a line about race that lands with a thud, and then steps directly into her personal space, grabs her chin, and whispers for her to spit the water out so he can get her number.
Spit that water out so I can get your number, please. I didn't touch it.
The room goes still. His own teammates start mouthing warnings. Carlos Miller saves the segment by roasting Rife so hard the moment pivots from tense to hilarious. Zendaya never breaks, but Rife does not flinch either. He is a teenager, surrounded by seasoned improvisers, crossing every social line imaginable, and he does not back down. That moment did not make him famous. It made him fearless. Segment 2. The pretty boy who weaponized his face. Every week on Wild 'N Out, the same thing happened. Comedians like DC Young Fly came at him about his looks. Pretty boy. Model face. They were trying to say he did not belong in a space dominated by street-style roasting. Rife's response was genius. He did not deny it. He leaned all the way in. He hit back with something like, at the end of the day, he was still the best-looking person in the room.
Once you try to throw shots, man, I'm not gonna duck, because at the end of the day, I'm still cute as f***.
And there was nothing anyone could do about it. In a battle rap-style comedy environment, vanity is supposed to be a vulnerability. Rife turned it into armor. The more people roasted his appearance, the more confident he became. And the more it threw opponents off because they had no idea how to attack someone who genuinely loved every insult about his face. Segment 3. The Bobby Althoff Power Flip. Bobby Althoff has built her entire brand on being unbreakable. The deadpan, the uncomfortable silences, the flat stare that makes guests squirm. Most guests either get visibly annoyed or try desperately to win her approval. Matt Rife did neither.
I just started getting close again with a friend that I literally did not speak to all of high school, all of college. Like, she had a boyfriend I hated. We grew apart, but she was my middle school best friend. Okay.
He walked into that interview and treated her like a front row audience member. He teased her about her style. He brought up her viral interview with Drake, knowing full well it was the one topic she usually deflects with irony. And it worked. Bobby Althoff, the woman who has stared down A-listers without blinking, broke. She laughed, genuinely, visibly laughed, and lost the persona her entire career is built on. Rife did not do it with aggression or shock. He recognized her deadpan was just another form of composure, and composure is exactly what he is built to destroy. Segment 4. Making Tuah Girl forget how to talk. In 2024, Whitney Cummings had Hailey Welch, better known as the Tuah Girl, on her podcast. Welch had publicly said Matt Rife was her celebrity crush.
Comedians you have crushes on, I can help you. I can help you.
Matt Rife.
So Whitney called him. What happened next was a masterclass in disarmament. When Welch mentioned her mother had lost her teeth, Rife fired back that her mom might be his soulmate. a direct callback to the viral moment that made Welch famous. It was crude, perfectly timed, and absolutely devastating. Welch said her face was on fire. She said she was melting into a puddle on the floor. A woman who had gone viral for being fearless and unfiltered was reduced to nervous giggles by a voice on a speakerphone. And Rife was not done. He invited her backstage at his Nashville show, told her she was too cute, and turned a podcast interview into a real-time demonstration of why he is the most disarming person in entertainment. Segment 5. When even the host cannot handle it. It was not just Hailey Welch who fell apart on that podcast. Whitney Cummings, the host, a veteran comedian who has been in the industry over a decade, was visibly rattled too. Cummings later admitted Rife's reputation and energy made her genuinely anxious. She said her face was on fire. That is the thing people do not appreciate about Rife. His ability to break people is not limited to whoever he is targeting. It radiates outward.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Stop, I'm gonna do it.
The host, the crew, the audience, everyone in the room feels it. It is not just charm, it is a frequency other people cannot match. Segment 6. The Chad Turban Roast. One of the most viral crowdwork moments in Rife's career happened when he spotted an audience member named Chad wearing a turban. He started with what looked like genuine curiosity, asking what the correct name for the headpiece was. It almost felt respectful.
Go to the Matt Rife Comedy Show.
Then he pivoted so hard the room gasped. He asked what was underneath, suggested it might be hiding something out of a fantasy novel, and escalated into a joke so extreme that half the audience was laughing while the other half could not believe what they had just heard. Rife's justification was almost as bold as the joke itself. He told the crowd that if they could not do stereotypes, what were they even doing there? Love it or hate it, that moment broke every unspoken rule in modern comedy. Rife does not just break individuals, he breaks the room. Segment 7. The Epilepsy Roast That Should Not Have Worked. During one of Rife's live shows, an audience member named Roxanne had an epileptic episode in the middle of his set. She was taken out, treated, and eventually returned. Most comedians would acknowledge it, move on, maybe send a nice message after the show. Matt Rife is not most comedians. When Roxanne came back, Rife immediately started roasting the entire situation. He joked about her faking it for a photo.
All that for a picture, you fucking faker.
He asked what triggers her epilepsy. When she fired back that really hot guys were a trigger, Rife told her she had not seen anything yet. The room went from concerned silence to uncontrollable laughter in 4 seconds. He did not ignore the tension, he detonated it. And Roxanne, to her credit, gave as good as she got. Segment 8. Natural Selection. Breaking his own audience. When his Netflix special Natural Selection dropped in 2023, Rife opened with a joke about a hostess with a black eye. The punchline leaned into domestic violence. The backlash was immediate and enormous. But here is what most people miss. Rife did it on purpose. He had openly said he did not want to pander his career to the young women who discovered him on TikTok. He wanted a broader audience. The fastest way to get there was to do something so deliberately provocative that it would either push away the fans who only liked him for his looks,
You know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
or prove they could handle the real version of his comedy. When the outrage hit, his response was a fake apology link that redirected to a page selling special needs helmets. He was not apologizing, he was doubling down. Segment 9. The Bunny Hedaya Feud. When Rife went too far. It started when TikToker Bunny Hedaya posted a video of her 6-year-old son correcting a joke Rife had made about the rings of Jupiter. Cute kid. Harmless video. The kind of thing most public figures would either ignore or respond to with a laughing emoji. Rife went nuclear. He commented that Santa was not real. He suggested the kid's mother made her money on an adult content platform.
I'm
I'm actually on Matt Rife's side.
She isn't even an OnlyFans creator. She's a TikToker and a mom. Please explain.
Because first of all, why the hell was her 6-year-old child even aware of what Matt Rife said on his Netflix comedy special?
He went to war with a kindergartner. For the first time, the consensus was nearly universal. This was not edgy comedy. This was a grown man punching down at a child, and even people who had defended Rife through every previous controversy struggled to justify it. It exposed the line between breaking people and just being cruel. Segment 10. The Brooke Schofield Saga. When someone broke him back. For most of his career, Matt Rife had been the one doing the breaking. Then came YouTuber and podcast host Brooke Schofield. For months, she and co-host Tana Mongeau had been discussing a mysterious boyfriend on their podcast Cancelled, referring to him only as Mr. DC. When the identity was finally revealed as Rife,
I'm gonna really embarrass myself on this episode. We might as well just go balls to the walls.
I think, yeah, I'm down. I'm with that. Speaking of,
the details were designed to dismantle his public image piece by piece. She revealed that Rife had sent her a photo that had been digitally altered to look better than reality. She exposed a group chat containing 7 women who had all been involved with him at the same time, with overlapping timelines she described as requiring diagrams. And then came the most damaging detail. The night before Rife appeared on another podcast and made deeply disrespectful comments about a specific part of a woman's body, he had been with Schofield, who possessed the exact trait he was publicly mocking. For the first time, Matt Rife was not the breaker. He was the broken. Segment 11. The Comeback. Chappelle, Hart, and the Inner Circle. Despite every controversy, every feud, every headline that should have ended his career 3 times over, the comedy establishment did not abandon him. They embraced him. Dave Chappelle invited Rife to perform at his 50th birthday celebration at Madison Square Garden. Chappelle, a comedian who has faced his own firestorms, looked at Matt Rife and saw a kindred spirit. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis appeared in Rife's viral tour announcement video, lending their A-list credibility in a way that signaled to the entire industry, this guy is legitimate. The comedians and entertainers who understand what it takes to command a room see what Rife does as craft, not chaos. That institutional support is the difference between a career that burns out and one that evolves.